What a true gentleman should be. A guide for beginners. Always be charming. Be dapper and well dressed. Be polite. Be dominant. Be aggressive. And most of all, be deadly. Harry Power is handsome and charismatic. He's also a serial killer. He is mostly shown in violent or threatening situations. For example, most of the time he enters the screen, he has his own creepy theme music. Well, as we can see, his character seems to be programmed for trouble. As an audience, we know from the beginning that Harry Powell is meant to be the bad guy. As a toxic male,
Did you ever see such pretty eyes in all
his
your
valid
life?
power and heterosexuality are important validations of his masculinity. What is interesting, though, is that we never see him engaged in any sexual relations. He even schools his wife Willa about how lust
Now go look at yourself
is
yonder
a
in that
sin.
mirror. Look at yourself. What do you see, girl? You see the body of a woman, the temple of creation and motherhood. You see the flesh of Eve that man since Adam has profaned. That body was meant for begetting children. It was not meant for the lust of men.
Harry uses religion for his own agenda. Especially one certain duality plays a big role in his morale.
Would you like me to tell you the little story of right hand, left hand? The story of good and evil? H-A-T-E. It was with this left hand that old brother Cain struck the blow that laid his brother low. L-O-V-E. You see these fingers, dear hearts? These fingers has veins that run straight to the soul of man. The right hand, friends, the hand of love. Now watch and I'll show you the story of life. These fingers, dear hearts, is always a warring and a tugging, one against the other. Now watch 'em. Old brother left hand hates a fighting, and it looks like love's a goner. But wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hot dog loves a winning. Yes,
So we can
sirree.
see here that for him,
Love that won.
love and hate,
And old left
or
hand hated
sex
down
and
for the
violence, belong together. As a man of God, he condemns sexuality. But does that mean he doesn't have any need or want for sex? Well, let's take a closer look at his pockets. Anytime he is confronted with an attractive female, his knife pops up. It is clear that his knife is meant to be a metaphor for his phallic power and an outlet for his suppressed sexuality. Which brings us back to the main theme. Harry Powell's toxic masculinity expresses itself through violent and dominant behavior. As William R. Batcher states, part of being a man is to have the life of a warrior. Men are taught to avoid anything feminine and to become unfeeling and militaristic. Harry Powell postulates himself as a forceful warrior of God, while the male characters around him are perceived as weak, because they do show feelings,
Sweet heaven, save poor old Uncle Bertie.
and do not tyrannize their environment.
All that time, I just lie there thinking about my canning.
They do not represent this concept of toxic masculinity.
May the Lord have mercy on you, Walt Spoon.
Now, Mother, I was just...
They are therefore perceived as failed men.
It's me, John Harper and Pearl. You told me to come.
Given the fact that The Night of the Hunter is from 1955, this display of masculinity is not exactly surprising. However, we still perceive Harry Powell as an ambivalent character,
Are they well, Miss Cooper?
even though his overall representation of masculinity is entirely toxic and dangerous.
Where's the money hid?
But I swore I promised John I wouldn't tell.
John doesn't matter! Can I get that through your head, you poor, silly, disgusting little wretch?
For those around him and for himself. Toxic masculinity hurts men themselves and the way they perceive the world and their emotions. And sometimes it's just too much.